postponed the 12 December event, the 12 December meeting at the court. Therefore, I didn't go down to the MPS. But because I stayed in my estate and they publicized it into a big issue whereby we actually went to court because I'm going to move into my estate. So I went to court twice already because of that. But these are things that I didn't post. So I actually wanted to go to meet the people session. But I didn't go because the AGC postponed the date. So at the meet the people session the previous time, they said that the MP was not there. And there was chaos over there as well. So the residents tell me this kind of news. And I think these are very good content that I can use since the AGC is the one giving me all this content to post. So there are a lot of issues in our estate, which the law minister himself posted on it. It's like they say Yishun is the so-called capital of Singapore. And in the capital of Singapore, there is this Melody Spring. Yeah, and in Melody Spring, the law minister mentioned that there is a person who purposely asked for a sheltered linkway. And the moment the law minister mentioned that there is a resident in Melody Spring asking for a sheltered linkway, everybody in Melody Spring know which block this person stays in. Because the entire Melody Spring is like a whole estate, and every single block is connected except for one block, which is the block that the law minister is criticizing, that this particular block has a lot of crazy people. And to the extent that they went to the MPS, meet the people session, and tried to harass the MP, according to the law minister. But why do they call it harassment? People have problem and look for the MP. If you think that is called harassment, it shouldn't be the MP in the first place, which is also why he didn't attend meet the people session.
Why do MPs not attend meet the people session? I don't understand. You know, Singapore is such a small country, all right? I mean, from the city to Yishun, if you go by the CTE, it doesn't even take you 20 minutes. Do you know that in England? Why does the British Parliament sit only Monday to Thursday? Because on Friday, all the MPs have to travel back to their constituency. Your constituency may be in Scotland, all right? You got to take the overnight train or whatever back to your Scottish constituency, and on a Friday, they meet their people. They have a term for it. They call it surgery, all right? Okay? It's like, you know, you see a doctor and he performs a surgery. So it's their surgery. But every Friday, the British MPs meet their citizens. Why is it I hear in Singapore, oh, MP not meeting the citizens? And I hear that a lot about minister MPs, all right? All right? A lot of people complain to me, oh, my MP is this minister. Every time I want to go and see him, he's not there. And then his kakia attend to me. That doesn't give people a good impression, all right? As an MP, no matter whether you are the PM or whatever, you should be meeting the people.
Now, Lim Tian, you graduated in law from Cambridge University in the UK. So, under the law, what actions can the AGC take against Hui Hui if she's unable to raise the $22,000 to pay?
Unfortunately, they can do various things. They can garnish her bank account, all right? So that means whatever monies is in her bank accounts, they can garnish and seize that and take that to the tune of 22,000. They can apply for bankruptcy against her, because in Singapore, once you have a debt of more than 15,000, they can come after you for bankruptcy. And I've known of several cases where people were bankrupted by the AGC for owing legal costs. All right? I represented an old lady, unfortunate, but in fact, the story, well, if you were her, had a nice ending. Involved in a very bitter divorce with her husband that went on for years, fighting over a $3 million property. For some reason, I was not her lawyer at that time. She has sued the AGC for various things. All right? And I think she owed costs of 30 over thousand. And I think the AGC bankrupted her. So it is serious, my friends. And that is why we are making this video. And that is why I'm appealing to you, especially, to help Hui Hui and let her have this money to pay off the AGC. She did something incredibly brave when she took out that application. Not many people would have dared to have done that. But I think she has contributed to Singapore by doing that, and I can guarantee you, Hui Hui's application will be the first of many to come.